We are on the HSBC Court 20, and very soon we're going to be joined by Judy Murray, who is running a coaching program for a group of 20 or 30 very excited kids who are lined up in the corner with their white baseball caps on. Here comes Judy, who is about to take this coaching session. It's a program called Give It Your Max.
Yeah.
Judy, you were born to coach. I saw you here the other morning with your microphone on and engaging immediately with a load of kids. You love this, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've been coaching now for almost 30 years. I started as a volunteer at our local club when my kids were in nappies to give me something to do. I just wanted to stay active in tennis, and I wasn't a coach. I was a mum. Yeah, that was kind of how I got started. I discovered that I loved teaching it as much as I loved playing it, and it ended up becoming a career for me. But I completely understand that when it's kids' first impression of anything, you have to be like the Pied Piper, and you have to make it fun and engaging and doable, and you build confidence through the success. So I use lots of things like balloons and bean bags to develop the skills that you need to play tennis, because I understand we've got quite a difficult sport, and nowadays if kids find something too difficult to do, they just go and find something else that they can do.
So keeping it relevant, you must be in a way searching through social media, studying trends all of the time, because kids grow up in different ways nowadays, and to keep their attention, that must be something. Do you always get ideas as you're sitting in the car suddenly thinking, I tell you what, I could do that?
Yeah, it is really important to understand the world according to kids, or I do a lot of work with girls and women, so you have to understand the world according to teenage girls, for example. So you have to have things that you can talk to them about, like I can talk to them today about the football. So if I talk about volley and football, it's when you kick it without it bouncing. So we have one of those in tennis, but we do it with the bat, or we do it with a hand, for example. So you can engage them in lots of different ways. But many of the things that I used with the kids were born out of things that I did with Andy and Jamie when they were little. And it wasn't because I was trying to teach them how to play tennis. I just wanted them to enjoy sport. And if you understand what tennis is going to demand of the children and the movements it's going to ask you to do, you know, playing balloon tennis across the sofa with one balloon first of all, one hand behind your back, which makes you do a backhand, and then two balloons at the same time, both hands, because tennis is a two-sided sport. You need good coordination skills, you need fast eyes, fast hands. Cereal box table tennis, the cereal box is across the kitchen table, the biscuit tin lid and a ping pong ball, and then they do it on the floor when I need the table. And then you take the legs out of it and you immediately adapt the upper body skills. And kids have to be able to adapt to the ball, because the ball will never adapt to you. So a lot of it came out of just learning from observing my kids doing things, and then I've transferred it into my whole philosophy, which is create the games and activities that will do the teaching for you, because by and large kids don't want to listen to you and they don't want to be taught by you, but they do want to play with you.
I do know that feeling. Can I just make one suggestion? The football, talking to them about the football last night is of no relevance whatsoever.
Okay.
We move on. It's about today and tomorrow, never about yesterday. So very quickly we've got some fantastic ladies semi-finals today. Just a quick comment about Serena and how quickly she has been able to come back and just re-establish herself. Are you lost in admiration?
Yeah, I think she's quite remarkable, because I think anybody who's had kids knows the impact that it has on your body, not just physically but emotionally as well. You know, and it turns your world upside down in terms of routine. You see the world through completely different eyes when you have a child. So for her to come back so quickly with relatively few matches coming into this and power her way into the semi-final, I mean, it's absolutely inspiring, and it's great for women's sport, because it will encourage many other female players to know that, you know, there is life after babies.
Well, go and weave your magic. You've done it repeatedly on this court, this HSBC Court 20. Give It Your Max is the program. Yeah. Those kids are gasping and ready to get cracking. Well done, Judy. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.